Prepared. Hold on. Be prepared to pay more. Yes. Houses.
Be prepared to pay market value. Did you get scared I was going to cut you just now?
Hey.
No.
It sounded like a.
It sounded like some knives. Didn't it sound?
I was like, what?
Scared just now. That's not.
I was like, what? Hey everybody, we want to welcome you to the first episode of Chopping It Up with the Jamersons. My name is Reginald Jamerson, realtor at Ashley Lambert Realty, and you are the one and only
Ashley Jamerson.
I'll say it with your chest.
Ashley Jamerson.
Not with that much. Not with that much chest.
Ashley Jamerson, real estate agent extraordinaire, new construction home specialist.
Yeah.
Strategic listing specialist, marketing specialist, all that stuff.
Today, we are going to be talking to you guys while we cook meals.
Just one meal.
Well, a meal for our family. And what we do, we cook all the time together. It's a good way to just kind of talk about stuff. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the festivities.
Okay, so
First things first though. So Ashley.
My husband wrote a book and
hey, you didn't even like try to build that up. You just, my husband wrote a book.
My husband wrote, that's a big deal. There doesn't need to be a big, you wrote a book. I mean, who else, well, the wife can say their husband. So it's called The Curious Little Rocket and it's on Amazon. Yeah. And he wrote it and he illustrated all the photos. Yep. So if you guys were watching a video when we were in the car chatting and I was like, I'm so proud of him because I bought him a little how-to draw. He didn't need my help. And my kids love it. As soon as it arrived at the house, our daughter read it to her son and Reggie sat off to the side with pride. A lot of pride. That was a good feeling, y'all. Space is like a really huge thing for our family. You proposed to me under the stars. I did. And I never saw a shooting star until I was with you, which is crazy because I'm from the mountains and it's clear skies. But yeah, I love it. Your kids will love it. Our friends, children love it. It's very educational, but very good age specific, like early toddler, like up to maybe first, second grade. Your kids will love it and it'll stick in their head because it's very catchy and they're gonna learn a lot. So I'm super excited about your book. The book's available now on Amazon.com. So if you just go on Amazon.com and you look for, hold on. You go on Amazon.com and you look for The Curious Little Rocket, you'll see a book that looks like this. And you'll see this handsome guy in the back. You won't see that. He's mine. That's part of the print. So you can you can get a physical printed paperback copy of the book on Amazon.com right now. And you know, I appreciate the support, you guys, and the feedback I've been getting so far has been fantastic. Yes. So thank you everybody who's purchased the book. I really did not think that it was going to be such a success as far as with other people. I just really did it for my family and to say that we did something. So thank you guys again. And now we can really get into cooking. So we'll put that over there. I'll put it in the back so you guys don't forget. So we're gonna cook creamy cilantro steak bowls with, what is this? Creamy lime, saucy stuff. Creamy cilantro and it's like a mid-calorie count on the meals that were sent to us this week. So we had like 480 this one and like a 960, but you and we got some gains in today, so we don't want to ruin it. So yeah, we're getting fit. It's spicy. We're trying to work that COVID mess off. Man. What was the best thing you bought during COVID other than the house? When did COVID end? I mean, it's not over, but I did go to the mall today with no mask. The house? About a car? So what was your best thing? The house. I said with that, you can't do the house. Well, that's like the 7 on the Kevin Samuels. You can't say the house. The car then. Okay. Dang it. I would say my bike. You too. Please. I love that bike. Please. More than my car now. So we need to crack over some wine. Okay. Hey, buddy. He's going to probably try the color. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So I'll work on cracking open. I'll go get it. I'll get the wine opener. We'll crack open the wine. Let's get to it. What's the first topic we got? Okay, so the very first topic on our list. Okay, I guess the first thing we talk about is like, how is this crazy market? You want to talk about that? Big question right now. Everybody wants to know is the market too crazy right now to buy a house? That's the common question. Yeah. And when is it gonna stop? I had an agent today reach out to me. They had a showing scheduled on one of my listings, and the weather got crazy. It was storming really bad, and she canceled it. And I reached out and I was like, "Do you want to reschedule the showing?" And she was like, "No, my client is overwhelmed, and I'm actually thinking about she's going to take a break." So that's happening a lot. You know, even when I'm representing buyers, it's happening a lot because it's very stressful to win in this market. But I guess the big thing is like, is it a good time to buy a house right now? Like, do you think it's a good time to buy a house?
If you're looking to buy a house in Charlotte, North Carolina, based upon the changes we've seen over the last year and a half, you probably should just go ahead and buy a house. The thing about it is, you have to think about what's driving the market change, and most importantly, the biggest driver is inventory. There's a demand to buy, but there's an inventory shortage where there's just not enough houses to satisfy the demand. So I made a video about 3 or 4 years ago about Charlotte having a seller's market on my channel, and at that time it was pretty serious. It wasn't as extreme as it is today. Today it's just insane to the point to where we have situations where we're seeing unorthodox offers and things like that. I guess the last time we both talked to you guys, we've actually sold our house.
Yeah.
So that's another development here. Which one do you want, Mickey or Cliff?
I'll take Mickey. Because you don't want to drink out of Mickey.
I don't care.
Okay.
Wine is wine.
Wine is wine. So yes, we sold our house, and that was very interesting because we had a whole lot of interest in the coming soon status. Like, to throw out a quick stat out there that I just pulled.
What you got?
Right now, there are 647 active / coming soon homes.
Wow.
That's in the 3 to 5 bedroom, which everyone is looking for. Just 647.
You want some more, or that's cool?
This is fine. You put half the bottle in there for me, but this is good.
I mean, I'll fill you up. I'll fill you up.
So only 647 houses. And that's just the only filters I used was single family homes, 3 to 5 bedrooms.
But let's put it in context of what is it typically?
A lot more. So
no, I mean, like, how much more is it typically? So
typically there's enough houses on the market. It's like a balanced market is like 3 months.
Yes.
So
well, actually, I think it's 6 months.
So
a seller's market is 3 months.
So if 647 are currently on the market, in the past 30 days, 1,024 have sold. Just in Charlotte, not Harrisburg, nothing like that. Just Charlotte, North Carolina.
That's crazy.
And a lot of people that relocate here, all they know is Charlotte, North Carolina. They don't know about all the nooks and crannies. And they're always looking for 3 to 5 bedrooms. So that's the only filters, watch out, only filters I used because that's what people are looking for.
Yeah, so it's a situation where houses go on the market almost before they even hit the market with the coming soon situation, and also the types of people buying houses here. A lot of people are moving into the North Carolina area.
Yes.
You guys have heard a lot in the news about Durham, but Charlotte's just as hot. So we have a situation where people are moving because of the COVID situation. They just decided that they're done where they're living and want to move someplace else for maybe a better quality life or something like that. After being locked down for so long, you also have situations where there's just a natural progression of people who want to buy a house, right? And then you have the other situation, like we mentioned before, where there's just low inventory. I think a fourth thing to add there is the low interest rates, historically low interest rates, which have contributed to really good loans for people right now. I mean, it was in the 2s for the longest. Now it's starting to get into the 3s, but
I mean, still low. I spoke with Cole today.
Yeah.
And I was like, do you see anything getting better? And he said, no, this has been the most stressful year so far.
Cole's a lender.
Cole's my lender. Yeah, he's a lender I've worked with for at least 5 years now.
Yeah.
At least 5 years. Didn't get a wedding invite though, but it's okay.
Okay. So again, we're making cilantro here with a steak bowl cilantro or something like that.
Yeah.
So I know there's rice somewhere, right?
Yeah.
There's no rice in here.
It's okay. Yes, there is.
Oh, this is
only for two people because we gave the kids pizza.
We used to do it 4 people, and the kids just didn't eat it, so we said forget it.
So yeah,
we were like, we'll save some money here.
I'll rinse this off. One of these is supposed to be a jalapeno. So they said
need some protection things here.
So they said don't give them a jalapeno today. Just 2 poblanos. Okay.
We don't have a jalapeno?
No, we have the I have my jar of jalapenos.
Okay.
I know I have some dried
I know you keep a jalapenos on deck.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like it hot.
Yeah, you do. So, should you buy?
Yes.
It's a situation where if you want to go into the market and you want to buy a house right now, you're going to need to expect to, at the minimum, pay list price if you're very lucky.
I have stats for that too.
At the maximum, you're going to be how many percentages over the list price? We used to say 5, but
no. It's not too bad.
It's not that bad now?
So
okay.
The last 30 days, looking at that same 3 to 5 bedrooms, only in Charlotte, North Carolina, the average sale to list price ratio is 102.8%, and the median is 101.6% sell to list price. So it's still over asking, but there was a couple of homes that sold in 145% over asking. Is that not crazy?
Yeah, so I
145. I remember earlier I guess last month.
You had a house that sold for 105% over asking.
I did. But I had a client submit an offer.
Okay.
That was $30,000 over, and what was it, 10,000 due diligence, and didn't get accepted. And like we thought we had that offer in the bag, like completely in the bag. Oh my gosh, this is going to be. These are hot. You want to do the rice? I got the thing set up.
I'll do the rice, but is it too early for that? I'll get it going.
Number 2.
I'll get it going.
So, I mean, this market is making a lot of buyers weary. And I think that when the market is crazy like this, I think having a cool-headed real estate agent that really has your best interest in mind is like super important, because they'll break it down for you, and their job should be to protect your money, protect your purse, protect your bag, you know? Mm-hmm. So who you hire right now, I think, is even more important. I've really relied heavily on like the relationships I built with builders and stuff. That's been really important.
So going back to the question again, I feel like we're giving you guys a lot of stats, but let's see if we can realistically answer based upon a personal opinion. If we didn't have a house, mm-hmm. right now, and we were in our other situation from 2 years ago.
1 year.
Would we be looking to buy right now, in your opinion?
Well, we were always looking for a house to buy.
This was the time when we originally thought about buying.
We went under contract for this home this same week last year, mm-hmm. and I feel like the following 2 weeks after that, the market sort of went berserk. But I think we still would have purchased because interest rates are still low. It might have been harder to get exactly what we want, and that might have made us not move because that was our deal breaker. We wanted as much as what we wanted.
That's your question. This is a mincer, right?
Yeah, okay. Is that for garlic?
Yeah. No, because it kind of confused me the way it said something else. And it's been a minute since I read instructions like that. Let me just shave this off.
Is that all the garlic they gave us?
Yeah, but we keep garlic.
Yeah,
though.
we keep garlic. That's not enough garlic for us.
I think it's enough for the
So
rice.
I think we still would have bought if
for
the
one
house.
person, for 2 people, it's enough.
I like garlic. I am not the vampire.
Okay.
I think we still would have bought. You think so? Because this house was pretty, everything we wanted.
STAR. I think that we would have. I think we would have bought.
I think we would have bought.
I think we would have probably.
We grew out of our old house.
How would we feel about offering over list price?
We wouldn't. Okay. We wouldn't.
So then we'd have to be very, 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 very patient with ourselves. Is what you're saying.
So I think that we definitely wanted new construction, mm-hmm. right? Mm-hmm. So I feel that.
Can we spell poplar fish?
Poplar fish?
Yes, poplar fish.
Okay.
Popular, like I'm popular in school fish?
Yeah.
Okay.
P-O-P.
This is like every day since Reggie wrote his book. I think my son tries to low-key impress me and write a book as well. This has been so cute. I need to sharpen this knife. This is like my dull knife.
Yeah, Here. Our son is he acted like he kind of didn't want to read the book at first that I wrote, but ever since I wrote the book, he's been writing books every single day at home for the last few weeks, and it's really cute. And that's kind of the thing. I wanted to inspire him and show him that it's really cool to be creative and create books and stuff like that, and show your creativity.
Yeah, I think we grew out of our house, and so that's why we were. And I think COVID really showed that a lot.
For sure.
Yeah.
COVID showed that. Working from home showed that. I think also it was just time. We weren't supposed to stay in the house for long term. So again, we had plans on leaving, so we would have stuck to our plans. Now, how would we feel about paying record highs for a house though? Because that's really where things are, and I think a lot of people feel uncomfortable ever paying more than list price for something. And I also feel like people are questioning why our house is so expensive, because the median average used to be what, $250 in Charlotte?
Gosh, yeah,
now it's $350. So
no,
it's more than that now.
I got stats for that.
Their stats are changing like crazy.
So the average house sold in the last 30 days, same stuff again, is $499,775, but the median is $358,950.
Okay.
So it depends on what you're looking at. It's definitely going up. I have clients who purchased, same dull knife. I have clients who purchased and they had $100,000 in equity within a year.
Crazy.
I sold a lot of homes in Brentwood with True Homes, and they are able to, there's 3 houses for sale in the neighborhood right now. Not including mine because it hasn't hit the market yet, but it's crazy. So I was looking through all the stats and I was getting super frustrated. And I said, where's all this cash coming from? Where's all this cash? And I think that people up north are selling their houses for like a lot of money, and they're coming down here and buying cash.
Facts.
Or they're using like third parties to buy the house cash for them. And then they're buying the house from them.
Well, that in itself is a whole nother discussion.
I found out the fees today.
So that's a whole nother discussion, and she'll talk about that in a separate video, because that's interesting, some stuff she's found out.
I was so
that other
confused.
people are doing, not everybody, but some other people.
But I do see a lot more sellers.
I got it.
Okay. I do see a lot more sellers being willing to put their house on the market, so maybe that'll help with the inventory problem that we're having right now. This poblano is burning my hands. I think they gave us 2 poblanos and no jalapenos. I was really wanting a jalapeno too.
What am I doing? Oh yeah, got straight this in.
I can't believe they only gave us 1 thing of garlic.
Sometimes it bees like that.
Guess I gotta get used to.
So I want to talk about the heartbreak. There's a lot of people who've been going through a lot of heartbreak with this situation, because it's not kind for first-time home buyers at all. You're competing with people who have cash in that realm. So I would say within the 200 to 350 or even 400 realm, you're competing with people who have cash, and they don't mind waiving. They don't mind waiving inspections. They don't mind paying the difference for an appraisal. They don't care.
What do you mean paying the difference?
Well, paying the difference if you have a loan, but if you have cash, you don't need an appraisal, because it's just whatever. And there are a ton of cash buyers.
So many cash buyers.
Oh, so just to be clear too, here's the deal. Ashley, what happens? If it's up, then it's
up, and it's up, and it's up, and it's stuck.
It's stuck, exactly. I'll show you in a second. Go sit back down for a second. I don't know. I don't understand what he's saying there. So if it's up and it's stuck, right?
Yes. People are, so the fear is like, hey, Ashley, if I buy this house today at an elevated price of like, let's just say $350, and it was listed at $340, how do I know I'm not overpaying for the house? Is it okay to offer, 102% more, which is going to be like around $356,000? Is that a good deal? The way that the market is right now, I do say yes, because I don't see that same house selling for $200 or $250. You see what I'm saying? Or being worth that.
Guys, we're not gonna go back down.
No.
So the thing
Charlotte
is,
has too much going for it. Like it's not going to go back down. And I had people last year. Remember, like last January, February, they were under contract. Amazing deals. Like absolutely amazing deals. Like mid 3, low 3 for like a nice single family home with all the fixings and stuff. And they told me that they were going to wait until the market crashed or like corrected and stuff like that. And I don't play with my builder connections, so I let them, you know, ride on. But they lost a lot. They're selling those same houses now for like $480 a year later. And he was worried about equity and like overpaying last year. And I mean, I get the fear, but I don't get the fear. Like I'm not one of those agents that's like greedy.
Everybody has a fear of being on the wrong end of a deal.
Yeah.
And that's fair. I get it, right? That makes sense. But sometimes
you gotta take my advice.
You have to listen to the experts.
Mm-hmm.
But hold on. Not everybody is an expert. There's a lot of people who are new to the field and aren't experts.
Door openers, also
not even just
known
that.
as
Just you know, new to the floss.
Part-time. Or like they need to close the house. But
the point being here, right? If the house, if a 4-bedroom house in a particular neighborhood is say in 2018, say it sold for $250, right? Okay.
That's so crazy.
Now let's say in 2021, that same house is on the market for $375, right? And the last house that sold in the neighborhood was in the 330s, right? Okay. So people will say, oh, well, that house is not going to appraise for $375. There's no way that's going to happen. There's also pending houses under contract that's listed at the same price of $370. It's a comparable house, right? Appraisers work off of comps. So essentially they look
of those comps.
Yes, essentially they look at houses within a close vicinity, and they try to compare the houses together in order to determine, hey, is this house appraised for this value? Is it worth this amount that is going to be sold for the lender? Well, you know what happens when a house sells for $375? That's a comparable house. The new comp is $375.
Yeah, like that house that I sold down in Steel Creek. It was on the market and the agent offered something ridiculous. I had a caller. I was like, hey, do you know there's no comps to support this? She put in writing that they would pay 105% of the list price. So they brought the big gap, which was like $15,000, the down payment and the closing costs. They didn't ask for anything. They didn't ask for really any repairs, really. And it was just crazy. And now that's a new comp. So when agents call me, they're like, what in the world is up with this? I said, yeah, that's what it is. Like,
new comp.
That was
the new norm.
It's a new norm. That's the comp for this neighborhood that was not supposed to sell for that amount at all.
That's right.
So when I list houses, I list it at market, like with the comps that's available today, and then I let the new market decide the price.
I don't like this. I need the big one. Can I
use
this?
that one, yeah. Then I let the new market decide the price. You know? Because I think that's the only real way to make, it's like guaranteed you're going to get market value, then you might get the crazy when everything's said and done.
So that's what happens, guys. When cash buyers, especially cash buyers, because they can do more with, they have a lot more flexibility, not a little bit more, because they don't have dependencies like with a loan. So a conventional loan would have a dependency on passing the appraisal and inspections and things like that.
Conditions, like if it's FHA or VA, it has to be like in a certain condition because it's government backed.
That's true. So with a cash buyer, the reason why they have a lot of strength is, for one, they don't need to do an appraisal. They don't need to do an inspection. They can, but they don't need to. And they typically can close extremely fast. And that right there is one of the key reasons why a lot of cash buyers, in addition to them paying overpriced, a lot of cash buyers are winning out. So that's what a lot of people are competing against. They're cash buyers, and it's really strong. So that's just a heads up. You know, so if you are trying to buy a house, you know, obviously I always say this, contact us at Ashland Lambert Realty because we would love to help you guys.
Somewhere.
Yeah, we would love to help you guys buy a house.
And sell.
And sell your house.
So what I'm telling my sellers now is, hey, you're going to get a lot of traffic in and around your house. You're going to get creepers that are going to like drive by really slowly. So be very mindful of that. And not every over list price offer is a good offer.
Facts.
Because you got to go through, I mean, I had like 22. And you got to go through all of them, like every single one, and make sure that you're really helping your client pick the best one. And the best one's not always the highest one, depending on what that seller wants. And
also, too, just another thing to add, your situation regarding, like, I don't know if this is big enough.
What is it for?
Your situation regarding, like, if you guys don't decide to go with us as your realtors to represent you, and you decide to go with a different firm.
Don't call me for advice if you go with somebody else.
Well, that's true. That's just being professional.
That happens a lot,
Yeah,
though.
it does happen a lot.
My agent is on vacation.
But here's the deal, right? Whoever you go with, they have to know real estate law. They have to understand. They have to understand the contract enough to protect you if you're the buyer, because what people are doing is they're putting up a lot of deposit money now. Oh, deposit money has gone from
the
like
due diligence
normal,
money?
yeah, the due diligence. I call it deposit money because that's a familiar term within the contract and within new construction contracts. But essentially, it's money that. The money that I'm referring to is due diligence with the normal resale contract, and deposit money for these new constructions. Basically, is money you can't get back. It's non-refundable money if your offer gets accepted and it's due within X amount of time. So with that being said, though, if you put $10,000 non-refundable deposit on a house and you're saying, okay, you're going to waive the appraisal because you're going to go with a conventional loan because the rates are so low, but then you come across a funky inspection. The seller says, hey, I don't want to change it. I don't want to fix anything, right? But it's something that maybe you feel like needs to be fixed, right? Well, you're in a situation where you
put all this money up.
You know, and maybe your lender, depending on what it is, your lender may have an issue with it, and you know, you'll be in a pickle. It's not a situation you want to be in. So that's the kind of things that make it difficult. I would say, though, if you really want to buy a house and you don't have the cash to buy it outright, just go ahead and stick with what you believe you want to do. And you should be, if you're diligent and you're okay with a few heartbreaks here and there, you should be able to find the house you want without a problem.
I mean, that's why I've taken all of my new construction, like builder relationships so seriously. Because they really do give me like the inside scoop when something's about to hit or something falls through. And all my clients, I get them pre-approved, and they pretty much know that 98% of the time, my people are going to close unless they go shopping.
Yeah.
They're going to close, and there's no problem. So they're very confident. Like I've successfully, for the past 2 months, have been on the list for one particular builder. And 3 of my clients was able to not even, like one avoided a 10% price increase. Off the strength of the relationship.
Not a lot of rice.
It's literally just no leftovers.
In the picture it was like plentiful, but in reality it's like that's like one person. That's okay. That's just carbs.
So I don't know the heat level of poblanas, but I will tell you that my hands are very hot feeling. They gave us a lot of poblano peppers.
We don't need to use them all.
But it says put a pinch of that cumin inside of here.
Got that minced onion?
And then a pinch.
You didn't mince no onion yet. Okay.
I thought it was minced jalapeno. I had the minced onion.
Well, no, I was asking.
Too.
I got a minced onion. I gotta have minced onion.
Okay, so I'm just gonna put like that much in that.
That's the onion?
No, this is the pepper. See, a pinch of minced.
Wait, hold on that, because I haven't gotten there. I gotta work down the list. I'm not a professional cook like my wife is here, so I gotta work down the list.
So you want me to give you some minced onion?
I just feel like they gave me way too much stuff for what I got. So I'm gonna be.
Let me put.
I'm gonna control the levels here to make it look right, because this don't look 100% right.
Yeah, we usually get like a 4-person, but you told me not to do that no more. So.
Okay, I guess I gotta get my own garlic, because that wasn't even enough garlic for what.
If you don't have garlic, we have fresh garlic behind.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Okay.
See.
And yeah, I'm not a sour cream
I don't
lover.
tell my clients to do that whole waving. It's not in their best interest. I mean, because the whole point of buying a house is that you're getting a sound investment. You need to go in knowing. I just don't believe in that. If my client's like, hey, Ashley, I want to waive inspections, I want to waive appraisals, I'm like, sure. But I always tell them I wouldn't do it if it was my money, you know?
Real talk, guys, it's definitely best interest to keep that inspection. Because
recently I had a client that is still on, they haven't closed yet, with new construction, right? And the appraisal came in low, like 11,000. And
short.
11,000 short, but they did the whole highest and best because this builder is doing that instead of a priority list. Turtle. This particular builder is doing highest and best instead of the whole lottery wait list priority list thing, which I think those options are a lot better than highest and best.
This is the line?
Yeah.
Okay.
That much on you?
Yeah, it's cool.
And
Turtle. Did you spell it right?
I did. I don't know what he spelled just now.
TLT?
No,
TLE. TLE.
What do you have? URTLE. TLE. TLE.
Oh, yeah. Can you give me a little bit of that?
What?
I don't have jalapenos. It said jalapenos, but...
This is so spicy, though.
Close enough.
Okay. You said turtle, right? TURTLE. TLE. E. E. Yeah, so the appraisal came in low. And this is like the pitfall of using the on-site preferred lender sometimes, because the on-site preferred lender works very closely with the builder's rep, the on-site agent. And the builder's preferred lender basically had access to all my clients' information and didn't tell my client the full story, like completely explain it to them. You know, they're new buyers here in North Carolina and our stuff is so different, and breezed over it. Like, yeah, the appraisal came in low. This is the new cash to close, period. And then called the builder and was like, they're good, let's go. And I was like, hold up. We didn't sign anything that said that my clients would pay the difference. We said we're going to get this appraisal, and I was like, you need to do your job as this lender. And the whole moral of the story is the lender forgot who they were working for, and I had to remind them. And then they had to lower that price down. And he had to waive his origination fee.
I'm laughing because she said the lender forgot who they were working for, and I have my own opinions about that.
We didn't use the on-site lender for ours.
I have my own opinion about on-site lenders, but and that's why we did not use one.
Turtle,
so
eel.
this is not. Oh, this is close though.
Starfish.
Boom.
Poplarfish.
That's some good drizzle right there. Okay, so the rice is finished.
Go upstairs and show your sister.
The rice is finished. The sauce is done. Are we ready to do the steaks, or what's going on?
Yes, I just have this salt and pepper it.
Okay, cool.
And I think that's like an important thing. The agents cannot be greedy in this market. It's super frustrating. Like, real talk, to lose consistently on offers. Like, I have one client that is stuck at like 22, 23 offers now. And so it's an ego blow to an agent. It honestly is. But I'm not going to have them in a situation where a year from now, they're like, that damn Ashley. She got us in this house, and I don't think that was a good deal. I want them to be happy with it. I want them to refer me to people and things like that. I don't need that smoke. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people want all the smoke.
Nah, I don't want that smoke. I don't want anyone.
How about we give them a little bit of mama's cooking?
Oh, you crazy. You crazy. This is going to be so spicy. Remember when I made you grits?
Hit the like button if you guys like that comment right there. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm talking about. Yes, I remember when you made me grits. I remember when you made me grits. Yeah.
You want some grits, baby?
She said, I don't eat grits. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well,
I still want some. And I'm like, all right, I don't know how to cook that.
I tried to eat it.
I'm more of a cream of wheat type of person.
I usually drink more wine than this. We both do. We're tripping right now. What do you need garlic for?
You can fill this up. Did you put it? You didn't put it in here?
Nah.
Baby, you didn't put it in the rice?
Nah, it's not going in the rice. I did put garlic in the rice. I didn't put it in that.
We'll put some in there.
But I don't really feel like opening this up.
I'll do it.
Then you go ahead. I didn't even use all the cilantro. That's what I'm saying. It's not even that much. Look at it. It's not that much. That garlic's not gonna make that better. Come on, let's not trip on that.
It might.
I doubt it.
Okay.
Should you buy a house? Yes.
Yes.
Be prepared. Hold on. Be prepared to pay more. Yes. Houses.
Be prepared to pay market value. Did you get scared I was gonna cut you just now?
Hey.
No.
It sounded like a.
It sounded like some knives, didn't it?
I was like, what?
Scared just now. That's not.
I was like,
cool.
what?
That's not even cool.
You trying to prove a point here?
No. It's not overpriced. It's market value. Be prepared to pay market value.
I didn't negate that. What I mean overpriced is list price. You're gonna pay more. You're gonna pay more. You're gonna pay over the list price.
Now I did notice this morning that there are some houses sitting.
We would have paid over the list price. Let's not trip. We would have done that. If we really wanted a house, the way you acted, come on. So Ashley, the client is different than Ashley. I am. See, I was her realtor, right? And she was the client, and let me tell you, like,
whenever my clients say, "Am I terrible?" I'm like, "Nope." I'm bad.
I think she had we've done this twice now. Mm-hmm. Right.
The first time was completely different because I was totally like, whatever you want.
She's so seasoned. She's such a professional. You know what I'm saying? And that's all facts. But it's different when it's yours. Mm-hmm. It's a little different when it's a lot different when it's yours for her. Mm-hmm. And I think like the reality is she's saying something right now, but I really feel like she would totally pay at least 2% over. But she'll find a way. She'll find a way.
Like a lot premium.
Okay, what was, other than this house, was there a favorite house that you had? Bel Air.
Yeah, Bel Air.
We had a house we called Bel Air. Why? Because it looked like the Fresh Prince of Bel Air house, right? It was a dope house. I mean, every time we pull up to it, we'd be like, not West Charlotte, in North Charlotte, born and raised, something like that. And we would just talk about, man, this house could be perfect. It could be this, it could be that. I went back several times
because we had another client. We had to show her what.
Not even gonna go there. I'm just gonna say I went back several times. Right. I saw it more than she did. She saw it one time, but it was an amazing house, and you used to always look at it on the market. It was on and off the market. Yeah. We weren't really ready to buy then, but it was a neighborhood we always wanted to live in, and it was the kind of house that just looked like a great, fantastic house to raise a kid.
In the neighborhood too. We had like our top 3 neighborhoods, right? We had top 4. No, top 3. We had top 3 neighborhoods. So we knew we wanted to live in Charlotte.
That's actually a pretty good one.
Thank you.
This one's good. That one, the other one's. Oh, you need some more one?
Yeah.
You can drink that.
Okay. So we had like our top 3 neighborhoods. We already had our city narrowed down.
Yeah.
So we knew that much. So that was easy. But that house, it was like a whole vibe. It was a whole vibe. It was a vibe.
It was a vibe. So let's check this out. This is how it went, right? Okay. Let me get real intimate with the people real quick. The house felt like it was our house.
It did.
But the more I kept going to the house, the more I realized it was like our old house. The issues we had with our old house.
We fixed all those issues.
We did, but here's the point though.
It cost money.
Here's the point though. It cost money, and you know that house was like almost 3 times as big as our old house. It would have been 3 times more the cost to fix some of these things that should have already been fixed.
Mm-hmm. The basement, was it permitted?
Oh my God.
The basement wasn't permitted. I'm dealing with that.
The basement wasn't permitted. We can get into a whole discussion about basements being permitted,
yes.
But that's neither here or now. The whole point being is this, right? Had we saw that house one time, and we had to make a decision
in 15 minutes.
In 15 minutes,
we would have bought it.
We would have bought it. We would have loved it, but we would have been paying out the wazoo to fix that house.
And to get that basement permitted. Isn't that crazy? People are making a decision in like 15 minutes. Oh my gosh, that's so true. We would have been screwed right now. Oh my God.
See, this is.
And this is why I don't do 15-minute showings on my listings. Why I do a little bit of overlapping. I tell my clients to leave. I'm like, you need to straight up leave for 2 to 3 days so your house can be shown, because I don't want people to. That's crazy. That's a big investment.
We were looking at this house before COVID, so this is how long ago this was. And real talk, there was another house we called it Mountain Escape. It was in the same neighborhood.
It was in the same
and I saw it and I was like, oh, I see the potential in this house. But this house was a little bit more. No, this house was a lot more. You got to fix this. You got to fix that, because
it didn't have a kitchen. It didn't have a gas stove. It didn't have a gas stove, and then like it had a lot of carpet downstairs, and there was no backyard. Like none. But
it was a private backyard. Okay. And it had a cool little angle. Okay, so not to go too deep into it. The whole point being, we could have got that one for a great price. We missed it.
Was it great though?
It sold for $500. That house for $500.
But it needed. But we said that we buy this house, we had to change the carpet. We had to put carpet down. We had to upgrade the kitchen. We had to change the countertop. So was it?
Ashley, it was an all brick house that was almost 6,000 square feet for $500,000.
You gotta clean that though.
Ashley,
it was a cul-de-sac.
It was a 6,000 square foot house that was all brick for $500,000. Ashley.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it one more time.
Rank it.
Ashley.
Okay.
There are 600,000. Hold on. There are 600,000, and it had a permanent basement. There are $600,000 houses right now that don't have brick.
That's true.
That are smaller by 2,000 square foot. Right now, that house was $500,000. 6,000 square foot, private backyard, all brick. Now, it was a hell of a dangerous backyard.
It was that's the thing.
The deck was kind of scary. But.
Did it have the double front porch?
It was a 4-level house.
Did it have the double front porch? Did it have it?
Yes.
I don't remember. See, the thing is like, I remember the house, but it didn't give me the same vibe as Bel Air. And I knew I wanted this lot to build this house when I was mad at you for not moving quickly, because I thought our neighbor bought our house. I was very upset with you.
I'm gonna put this camera down real quick. Let Ashley go ahead and drink some more wine. Bring up no memories.
Yes, I mean, I like our neighbor, but if she would have bought our house, I would have been so mad.
But she wouldn't have been our neighbor. Because we wouldn't have had the house.
I would have been mad.
Come on,
I would have been like that weird lady that drove by our house for a hot minute. Remember that when we first moved in and she just drove by our house?
I mean, maybe she bought in this neighborhood, maybe she didn't. But there's people who we were talking to. We were like, hey, look, you should. This is a good time to come by. But see, that's the kind of thing you got to do when you're talking about houses and stuff like that. You got to think about it from the standpoint of what would I do if I were in that situation of a real estate agent.
I don't think I would. I still don't think I would overpay. Not overpay, but I don't think I would, because I think because I know there's other houses out there.
Huh? You would 100% overpay.
How much?
You're not being honest.
Okay, how much?
Treat someone and be honest. Treat someone and be honest. You're not being honest. An honest Ashley would be honest and upfront about it, and she would be like, yeah, if I want it, I'm gonna go get it.
I'll say throw in the bag.
You're a go-getter.
I always say throw in the bag.
You're a go-getter.
I have my limits though. I think that I would be the gap that I'm willing to pay.
What's this for?
No, that's for the gap.
For rice? Oh, I forgot to butter.
How much would I be willing to bring over asking? How much gap would I be willing to pay?
You would have done
25,000.
5%. Hey, if I had a mic, I'd drop it. It was 5%, like I said.
I would be willing to pay
5%.
25,000 over. That's closing costs, down payment. 25,000 is like my personal.
You know what's funny about this? You started off very slow and like.
That's how volume works.
Hi guys, my name is Ashley Jamerson, and I'm going to talk with my Janet Jackson voice right now. But
this is my favorite.
I want you guys
performer ever.
Go ahead and listen to us talk about this. Now look at it. Tina turned up.
Anyway,
yeah,
Reginald.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that
you need some more, don't you?
Bel Air. How much would I pay over if we could get Bel Air versus this house, or just Bel Air period?
It doesn't matter.
I love our house.
Bel Air was just an example of an emotional attachment to a house.
Oh my! So here's how he broke
And
my
our house,
emotional.
hold on. Our house doesn't count because our house, we had to build it. So
And we didn't know how half our house looked. Like we just looked at the plans.
Real talk. If we saw our house, if our house was an existing house, we would have probably put 10% over to get it.
You're just trying to make me say yes.
I love this house. I ain't gonna front. I love this house. I love this house. This house is so nice right now for us, and there's so many things that I didn't think about, but I'm glad that we did it. I'm so glad we did it. Go ahead.
Yeah.
One. I thought I was getting a cooking thing.
The way that he The way that he broke me from Bel Air is he said, Ashley, I need you to go to that house and look at it like a realtor, like not as a buyer. So when I walked into the house as like a real estate agent and like not buying it and emotionally attached to it, I saw like cracks in the tile, unpermitted basement, it smelled funny. I was looking at like a negative grade that graded toward the house, and I know how much it rains sometimes. Like we have like a rainy season here in the spring and the winter because our snow is rain. When I started putting all that stuff in, I was like, oh.
Not even just that. Unpermitted basement, shoddy work.
Yes, it looked like it was like a consistent amount of like.
Look at that. That electrical don't look right. Like, why is that?
When we saw like somebody built, there was like a hill that went to a flat spot that was like a negative grade. It held water.
Oh, this is off anyway.
I was like, there's so many mosquitoes. So many mosquitoes.
Well, how long this has been off? I'm all like,
Okay.
We're gonna put this down. Let's put it over here.
This should be like medium well. Let me flip it one more time.
Okay, I think we probably need to go ahead and start wrapping this particular episode up. So, again, guys, the question, should you buy now or should you wait? If it's up, then it's...
Stop.
If there's a correction does not mean the prices will tumble down. It just simply means they'll stop going up.
And stop praying for foreclosures.
Don't pray for foreclosures because that's actually not a good sign of the economy for us. But all that being said, if you want to buy a house now, it's a fantastic time before these interest rates go back up.
Which is gonna come.
It's gonna come because if you were to buy, say, a $500,000 house at a 3% interest rate, it's cheaper long term than buying a $500,000 house, or than buying a $4-something thousand house, $480 or $470 at like a 6% interest rate because you're gonna get charged more.
I remember back in 2006 when they had the no doc loans. I had people like getting houses for like 6 and 7% and being thankful. Like it was crazy.
So do we want to wait till we finish, or are we almost done?
We're not done yet. I gotta cook the vegetables.
Okay.
These got it done. These are done.
Oh, okay. So that's it.
You gotta put the butter and the zest inside the rice.
Oh yeah. Oh, I should have been done that.
It's gonna be so spicy.
Baby, it's okay. We eat it. It's okay. I feel like that's how much butter this is, yo.
Not the whole.
Not the whole thing? Wait, what? Not the whole thing?
It said 1 tablespoon.
Oh,
I needed some butter too.
Oh, no, you just cut this off then. I was like, that's just too much butter, baby.
We are Paula Deen.
That's too much butter, baby. Real southern. I hear you. You need some of this?
I don't need it.
Yeah, double check.
Did you put some in this?
No. Did I need to?
I don't think so. Is it a drizzling consistency?
No, I gotta put some more water in it.
I mean, real estate right now is definitely it's so different compared to
this really doesn't need as much butter. Go ahead though.
I mean, it's very different than what I'm used to. It's very fast, and it's like that, trying to balance that being pushy but not pushy, like giving valid information but not being pushy. And then I back off. Like, I'll tell you the good stuff, and if you don't go along with it, or you're like, I don't know, I back off, because I can't force you to buy a house.
There's so many more buyers than sellers. We don't have time to go back and forth and convince people to buy houses, because that's, for one, that's not what we do. But if you want to buy now, guys, you just gotta buy. That's just the mindset you gotta have. I'm out here to get it.
I have people in Stony Brook Station sitting on like 100 plus equity in a year.
Yeah.
A year.
Yeah.
And people were like second guessing, canceling contracts, and I'm like, low key, trust me. I'm not going to tell you to do something with your money that I wouldn't do. I wouldn't let you buy a Chanel bag, though.
I don't know how much a Chanel bag costs.
I'm not even going to tell you.
A Chanel bag? What was that, $2,000?
No!
Chanel's cost more than that?
Yes.
$3,000?
No! Higher.
$5,000?
A mini Chanel bag, like a mini bag, is like $6,000, $7,000. And I think that's like on the, like, yeah, 6, 7. It's like lambs.
Well, it costs more than Louis Vuitton?
There's some Louis Vuitton that costs a lot. I'll never tell you. But not that much.
Does it work? You know what I'm saying? Like, God.
No, but I would advise people to buy a Chanel when they're looking for a house, obviously. But I don't know. Every time I get a Chanel, I get rid of it. It's so crazy. I'm not
every time you got it more than once?
Yeah, I got the gray Chanel. I got rid of that one. Then I got that really pink Chanel.
You funny, man. You so funny right now. You so funny right now. Oh my gosh.
It wasn't 6. It wasn't 6.
See, I be testing her. I be saying stuff. I'll just be seeing what her reaction is.
We were married for
she don't be
long.
reacting. She be like, "Oh, if you want it, baby, you can go get it." I'm like, but Ashley, it's X, Y, and Z cost. You know. It's
okay,
like,
throw it back.
if you work hard, you work hard. You know, if you feel like you need it, if you feel like it's gonna make you happy, go get it. Now I get it.
There you go.
$7,000 for a bag.
I don't do that. I don't do that. I haven't done that. I haven't done that.
For a bag. Okay.
Like, I haven't done that. I promise.
Okay.
I mean, straight face. I haven't done that.
Hey guys. Hold on a second. Hey guys. Hey guys. You went downstairs? Okay.
In the basement?
Bye. Oh my gosh. We're wrapping this up, right?
Almost.
Running out of like stuff.
You didn't cover the rice.
Oh. Oops. I'm over here dropping stuff.
This is dropsies.
It's stuck to the
So like I said, I wouldn't advise people to do something with their money. Like, I have clients that have never seen the house in person, never seen the lot in person, never seen the neighborhood, nothing. And they've bought a house and relocated their whole family here off of the strength of me being like 100% honest with them. Like, would I move my family there? Yes or no?
That looks good. No, I'm hungry. I worked out. We worked out today, and
Yeah.
I'm hungry. So
I got like
looks good.
14.9 miles in.
That's fantastic. High five.
I know you've been working out them shoulders.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. My friend be like,
That was like one of the things that I was checking out when we were dating.
a word, my
He
shoulders.
had like this Superman V going on. I was like, Lord Jesus, thank you.
Wow, that's what's up.
Thank you. That's real talk.
This has been an eventful episode.
Okay.
First episode.
This is for the little
Ashley,
thing.
we can do whatever we want to. It's cilantro. How about we go a little rogue here?
You want me to
Let me
plate
get
your
the plate.
plate? Yeah, you get
wanna
the plates and I'll plate it.
Yeah,
for
you get the plate. I mean, you do the plate, the decorations, because when I do it, it don't look good.
It looks good.
I know my limitations. I'm the bartender.
Which one do you want? You want thickums or do you want thinnins? Let me see how.
I'll take the thin one. Yeah, it's overcooked. Oh, I hate that plate. Oh, I hate that plate.
He hates this. You gotta edit this video too. Not yet. I haven't finished.
Dude, come on, man.
You gotta edit this. I feel so bad for you.
It's like chalkboard.
It is.
Oh my God.
It is. I'm sorry, baby. I'm almost done. Let me.
You know what? You don't even have to cut it up. I don't even know why you cut it up. I think you did that on purpose.
In the picture.
You ain't gotta cut it up before you put it on the plate, though.
In the picture. Let me plate it like it's in the picture for you.
I felt that still. Looking at it, I could feel it.
Stop it.
I could feel the noise.
They did not give us enough rice. You're so right.
Okay. I mean,
it's very green.
Because we put a bunch of lines.
It's a lot of extra carbs though, so you don't want to eat all that.
I'm proud of myself. I only drank a little bit of wine. Had this been 2 months ago, I would have been on number 2. Yeah, this picture is like a healthy dosage of it.
Yeah, it's a lot of rice in that picture. They really, HelloFresh need to get it together right now. I feel like we need like tortillas. Did you put extra water in there too?
It almost does look like a fajita, huh?
It needs tortillas. Do we have tortillas?
No, that's just extra carbs.
Okay, let's see here. And the drizzle.
Maybe it's too much drizzle.
I want to do some more.
No, I mean, like, I made it too drizzly.
Oh yeah, it is a little. It's all right. It's
okay, yeah, I mean, I had it perfect.
We're gonna eat it though.
But I overthought it.
Oh.
Okay, so let me show you guys the finished results real quick of one of the meals.
I think we're gonna go back to our 4 meals.
Yeah, that's a good idea. This is what they said it would look like.
Nailed it.
This is what it looks like.
I think this one's more medium. You want this one, baby?
Oh, let me turn it.
Yeah, this one's more medium. Do you want this one?
Ashley, let's sign off.
You want this one? It's more medium.
That's more medium?
Yeah, I'll take the well done one.
I'll take it.
Yeah, this one's more like your speed.
Hey guys, so this has been the first episode of Chopping It Up with the Jamersons. Did I get the name right?
Yes.
Okay. And again, if you guys are looking for a real estate agent in North Carolina, in Charlotte, North Carolina, in the areas around it, then go ahead and hit us up at Ashley Lambert Realty. My name is Reginald Jamerson. I'm a realtor in North Carolina, and your beautiful name is?
Ashley Jamerson.
See, here she go with that Janet Jackson stuff again. She want to get the Rhythm Nation jump going on.
Jamerson, if you're nasty.
Velvet Road.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh my God, I cried at that concert. It was like the best day of my life.
Yeah,
other than marrying you and having
we drank
children.
1 full bottle of wine each at that concert.
It was the best.
Boy.
Oh my God.
I remember I
knew all the dance moves. Are you impressed with all?
Man, that was fun. Yeah. So
you didn't make friends. Remember you made friends?
Let's sign off.
Okay. Thank you guys.
Oh, make sure you guys go and
buy
the book.
Yes.
Buy the book. It's on Amazon.com.
Written and
right now.
illustrated by my amazing husband. So proud of you.
All right, there will be more to come.
Yes, you're working on another one.
Yes.
And another one, is that like a Swiss Beats? And another
What's
one.
Timberland's move? Oh,
is that the Harlem Shake?
I don't think that was a Harlem Shake. I think Timberland was too drunk.
Well, that was the Timberland.
I didn't even record that.
Harlem Shake.
It literally didn't record. Or stop recording.
I hope it stopped recording.
We were looking at the camera, but that should stop recording.